What's going on, everybody? Really? Really? In the chat already? Oh, Jesus. Anyway, as you can see by the thumbnail here, we are up to the third Harry Potter movie on the spectrum, and that is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, Bobbitt here has asked if we could just make this a quick episode because he found out there's something he would like to do afterwards. So that's what we're going to do. We were going to have a quick little discussion on past, the good old-fashioned video rental stores like Blockbuster and FYE and all of that, but we'll hold that conversation for next week when we all have a little bit more time. So how are you, Bobbitt?
About to kill a motherfucker.
Oh boy, what's going on?
Every 5 seconds.
I'm sure it's gonna be a long night for you if that keeps up. So,
How are you, Miss Heather?
I'm doing alright. Seems we had a little bit of lag there. Then again, it could have been on my end alone. But the stream's doing pretty good, it looks like. So, as some of you know, we've started moving into our new apartment today. So, yay! It's definitely going to be a process. In the chat with you people already. Don't forget to leave a like and share this stream out so we can get a whole bunch of people in here to watch the show. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. This is going to be the channel where all of us within the tiny little network of channels we have going on between Johnny Ray, Trekipedia, Bobbitt, myself, JP, and even Drew are going to basically collab our little creative minds and create something special for you guys involving movies. So definitely keep your eyes out for anything in the future. So with that, let's get into the movie here. As always, the one question we always ask with these movies is our favorite parts. You want to start with that one? You want to start off with that, Bobbitt?
Sure. Like, I really don't have a favorite part of the whole movie because I like the whole movie. Like, I can't just sit here and name just one special moment like I can with Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the one movie where we delve even deeper into Harry's past and we start to realize the actual dangers that are around the boy who lived. Gary Pooper, you jackass. Such as the fact that with the very first movie, it was one of his own teachers that tried to kill him. Now, we find out that his own godfather is trying to hurt him as well, as portrayed by the beginning story of this whole thing. Now, this is where we also find out about Peter Pettigrew. Which, actually, by the end of the movie, ends up being Harry's good friend Ron's rat. Which, honestly, if you think about it, an ordinary rat's lifespan is about 2 to 4 years, depending on the rat species. But this one's lived for 12 years and is a glutton. So, how that didn't raise questions in the first place, kind of. But anyway, This is where we also find out about the difference between animaguses and werewolves. Which, if you didn't know the difference beforehand, is an animagus is somebody who can transform into a dog or wolf-like creature or any kind of animal in that aspect that they like at will. Whereas with being a werewolf, you can only turn into a werewolf on the cycle of the full and new moons. So, I would have to say the most integral part of this movie would be the Shrieking Shack.
Yes.
Because that's where you have Professor Lupin, who is the werewolf, and also quickly becoming Harry's favorite Defense Against Dark Arts teacher, as well as everybody else's. Which, honestly, when it comes down to it, he was one of the best Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers. Wouldn't you agree, Bobbitt?
I agree 100%.
So, with that, we also find out that, yes, you can use somebody else's wand, even if it's not the wand for you, but if it's in a crisis situation, you can use somebody else's wand to quickly defend yourself. Because we all see that at a certain part where Professor Snape comes in and interrupts the whole thing going on between Sirius, Lupin, Peter Pettigrew, and Harry and Ron and Hermione, that Harry actually reaches into Hermione's pocket and takes her wand and uses her wand to disarm Professor Snape.
I know we're being serious, but if you told that to anybody else who didn't watch a movie, that sounds super sexual.
I know it does. It really, really does. And from there, that's when we first learn about Professor Lupin being a werewolf. And really, that's also when we find out about the special potion that helps keep him under control. How you doing, Alpha? Thank you so much. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Alright. So.
Yeah. It needs the love.
Yes, absolutely. This channel is growing quick as it is. We're almost to 20 subscribers, folks.
That's already
crazy. So that's already almost up to 20 subscribers. That's pretty insane. This channel is only 3 weeks old. By the end of this movie, we find out that Sirius Black was not only imprisoned for the wrong reasons, to put it simply. He's also Harry's godfather and was Harry's father's best friend. And they spent quite a long time being the school troublemakers that Hermione, Harry, and Ron now seem to be for Hogwarts back in their day. No, excuse me. So, yes, Aaron, we know you are. We know. Thank you. But we still need more people. With this movie, we also see that we also see it starting to take its darker turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we also find out exactly how Hermione has been able to take pretty much every single class that is offered to third years and not be a complete exhausted mess. Which was with the aid of the time necklace, or I forget the actual name of it, but back in New York I actually had a replica of one. Just to tell you how much of a Harry Potter fan I am, I actually spent money on a replica necklace that had the little hourglass in it with the display case for it. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's all the way back in New York. I also had Hermione's wand. I had Harry's wand. I was working on getting Ron's wand as well. So, but things happen. Move on with life. Maybe I'll start rebuilding that collection. We'll see what happens in the future. But you also see the movie starting to take its darker turn. And we see exactly how spoiled Draco Malfoy is because of the fact of him getting his father to have one of Hagrid's beloved creatures, which in this movie, he is the new Care of Magical Creatures teacher for the students. And his very first lesson, of course, is the Hippogriff Buckbeak. And since Draco Malfoy did not want to follow the rules, he got attacked. And, of course, Draco goes home, cries to Daddy, and Daddy gets an execution order for the creature. And this is where Harry learns that if things are done right, then yes, everybody can survive a situation. Because with Hermione's help, after they escape that whole thing between Peter Pettigrew, Sirius Black, Professor Lupin, and Professor Snape, Peter Pettigrew gets away at the end of that. However, they also realize that Sirius Black is not somebody as dangerous or malicious as the Daily Prophet is portraying him to be. So with the help of Hermione, because Ron's in hospital being hurt with a bad leg, they travel back in time. They save Buckbeak. They save...
I don't know how to
That was incredibly weird. Siri just lit up saying fuck.
You taught it well.
Apparently. That was so weird. They save Buckbeak. They save Sirius Black. And at the very end, Harry also saves himself with this movie. Which also introduced us to Bobbitt. Do you remember those creatures' names?
Not offhand.
The Boggarts.
Oh yeah, the Bobbits, yeah.
That made no sense, Aaron, whatsoever. Yeah, with that being said, also at the end of this movie, Harry is blessed, I guess you can say, with a very happy gift from an unknown person with the hippogriff feather as the only clue, the brand new Nimbus Firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
For his Quidditch career.
It can sweep a floor in 2 seconds.
Exactly. I believe it. No, it wasn't this episode. It's the next one that comes up that Dobby really makes a full-blown appearance with everything. I can't really think of anything else for this movie, Bobbitt. Is there anything that comes to your mind when it comes to The Prisoner of Azkaban?
Not really.
Okay, so I guess we can end it here because I'm out of things to say. So yeah. Whoop. Don't forget, guys, please like, share out the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see.
I promise we'll have a longer episode next week, y'all. So.
Yes, next week will probably be definitely be a little better. JP and myself will be down in Kansas City, so I'll be bringing you this from a hotel room. If the internet's good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And also by then we should be pretty much fully moved into our newer apartment. So we'll see what happens. Till then, we shall see you guys next on Monday on JP's channel for the Monday Night Raw live review. So see you then, folks. Have a great night.